months after arson destroyed portions of Lynde's greenhouse and nursery in Maple Grove, the rebuilding continues. The business is set to reopen for the spring, but as Delane Cleveland reports, customers should expect a few changes.
Everybody's pitched in. Everybody's been more than willing to help.
When owning a business, it's necessary to make a number of important decisions, especially when you operate a greenhouse that relies on plants to be ready for customers.
So we are able to start our pansies, which is always our earliest season crop, aside from Easter lilies, which we just weren't able to take on this year.
But Derek Lynde has never faced the type of decisions that have come his way over the last 5 months.
I'm learning a lot more about commercial construction projects than I ever wanted to know.
Last October, an arsonist destroyed 2 buildings here at Lynde's greenhouse. One is where they did all of their production work, and another housed offices, storage, heating equipment, and tools.
So when the fire was over, we didn't even have a screwdriver. Everything was gone.
Today, their reconstruction is well underway, but even with crews hard at work, they still have a long way to go.
I'm hopeful that by the time we get to next Christmas, we're back to normal. I really do think it'll take over a year before this is all said and done.
Luckily, they don't have to wait a full year to get back to business. The retail floor is almost ready to welcome back customers, thanks in large part to other greenhouses around the metro who were kind enough to help Lynde's with their recovery.
Most other greenhouses in the metro area were able to offer up space to start something for us if we were able to take it by April 1st. That's been our plan all along.
He also was able to keep his entire staff on board, and they've been instrumental in helping the business stay afloat.
I feel really grateful that nobody left. I think it would have been easy for a lot of employees to just say, this is too difficult, I don't need to do this. Everybody stuck by my side, stuck by each other, and helped out.
While Lynde's officially opens for the season on March 20th, space and inventory will be limited, so they're asking customers to be patient. In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Brooklyn Park arrested 4 suspects early Tuesday, all juveniles, accused of trying to steal a Kia vehicle, a brand thieves have been targeting due to a security flaw. Police initially spotted the suspects at 2 apartment complexes driving without lights on. An officer then noticed them try to break into a Kia Soul. According to police, the suspects saw the officer and fled, eventually crashing in the 5300 block of 77th Avenue North. It turns out the vehicle they crashed, a Hyundai Sonata, was stolen earlier in the day in Brooklyn Park. The New Hope City Council has voted to revoke the rental license of a property with a history of police calls. The property in the 3900 block of Oregon Avenue has had dozens of police calls over the last 3 years related to drugs, vehicle thefts, and other issues. Last fall, one person at that property died of a suspected overdose. The property owner told the council he's tried to take action, but he's been intimidated by the people living there, which he says are not the same people he rented to.
I did the best I could. I tried. I'm embarrassed by what's happened here. I have no disagreements with anybody bringing this up.
If it were in my neighborhood, I wouldn't be okay with it. And as an elected official, we speak for all neighbors.
The property has been sold and the renters are supposed to be evicted by the end of the month. Record-breaking snowfall, epic icicles, and warming temperatures. The trifecta sounds like a water problem, one you don't want in your home. As Corey Bork shows us, there are some cost-effective solutions to guard against expensive leak damage.
We're getting close, got a little ways to go yet, but more is predicted, so we'll have to see. It very well could be a record year.
It's been a winter that has kept record keepers busy.
March has always been the snowiest months over the historical record.
For weather observers like Steve Reckers, it's a year to behold.
I enjoy watching it. It's always fun to see what might happen. Hopefully, we don't have serious flooding.
According to Reckers, we've had 81.6 inches of snow this winter, about 7 inches shy of the record set in 2018.
These are 2 options. These are great.
After every heavy snow, Brian Dawson at Wellnut Ace Hardware hears a common story.
We hear a lot of water just coming into living spaces. Like even in my own home, I've had water damage in the past.
To avoid that and costly repairs,
this is a very economical choice for a lot of homeowners to just be able to get it reach high up on the roof, honestly.
Our roof rake is a good investment.
You throw it up and you pull the snow back towards you, It's extendable, but just by clicking together all these different sections, and I think it goes up to about 20 feet.
And if the icicles are already too big,
We recommend that homeowners choose to stay on the ground when trying to remove snow from their roof.
it's likely time to call in the professionals. Of course, a rapid spring warm-up could create other problems.
If we keep getting snow and then you get a rapid warm-up with rain on top of it, you can have some big issues with flooding.
And for that, we'll have to stay tuned. In Robbinsdale, Corey Borg, CCX News.
A couple of other helpful tips. You may want to consider an energy audit. That will help you determine where heat is escaping and if more insulation is needed to prevent ice dams in the future. Another idea, turning down the thermostat can help slow the melting. It is National Pie Day, which is great if you enjoy math, dessert, or both. At the Plymouth Community Center, March 14th is also a Pie Day fundraiser. Nancy Jensen has been volunteering at the fundraiser for nearly 15 years. She wouldn't miss it. And she doesn't miss a beat when she has to rattle off all of the choices.
We have apple and cherry and berry pie, coconut cream, banana cream, lemon meringue, French silk. Choice is yours.
All of the money raised benefits senior programming in Plymouth. And so what is America's favorite pie anyway? We sliced up the percentages. Of course, it has to be apple. Pumpkin was next at 17%, followed by chocolate, lemon meringue, and cherry. At the Pie Day fundraiser in Plymouth, coconut cream and banana cream were the top draws.